All right, guys, now I'm actually using my Android phone and we're going to work on this now. So this is actually my face app from my Android, and this is the way the app is. So you have so many pictures that are going to, that first thing will come as your pictures. So you can pick any picture of your choice. If you notice, I actually edit pictures for people, so I do my edit here first. So I'm going to pick a picture that has makeup on, and let's see how we're going to work on this. Now these are unedited pictures. Let me go for this. Okay, this picture is actually unedited yet, so we're going to check and see how we go edit the picture. So first thing I normally do is makeup. Let me go back. Yeah, and then skin. But you have other things. You can change the hairstyle of your nails if you want. Change the hairstyle so you see the way it is. So you can actually add different style if you just want. Okay, now this is before and after. So you see, if her hair was not actually, she was not wearing this her the Zara cap, it would have been finer, but let's just work with what we have. So next thing I'm going to do now, or first thing I'm going to do is makeup. Now for makeup, I tend to leave, I don't really like using extra lashes. I like leaving my lash the way it is. Mind you, this app works with data, so you have to on your data. This is before and after. Before and after. So I don't really like using it, so I'm going to leave it. Then I'm going to contouring. Okay. When I'm going to your contouring, you see this sign here, this one here. You click on it, so it turns blue. Now it turning blue means you want to apply that whatsoever filter you're using on your makeup or your picture. Okay, now click on contouring. I'll put contouring to, sometimes I put it at 4. Now this is before, this is after. Let me take it a little bit closer so you get to see it very well. Okay, let me do it this way. So this is before, sorry again, this is after. So after contouring, I go to blush. I click on blush. Mind you, this sign must be on blue. If not, if you not put it on blue, let me show you what will happen. I'll remove this now. You notice everything has gone off. If I click this one, only this blush that will be effective. The contouring will not be effective. So once you click on blue, it means you want to put so many effects together. Okay, so let me click on my contouring first. Contour 4, blush. If the blush is too much, you can actually reduce the numbers. You have numbers that you can use to increase and reduce. So if 5 is too much, this is 5. So this is 5, this is 1. So allow it to load. Sometimes loading can be, so you see how small 1 is. But I'm going to put it on, let's say 4. Let's see 4. Okay, I'll leave it at 4. Okay, and then I'll click on okay. If you want, you can work on your lips. You add to the lips. You see the lips is actually fuller, or you can just add and reduce the lips if you want, but most times I don't. Okay, but I'm just going to add because of this class that we are having. You can go to eyebrows. If your brows is not very pigmented, you can see the way the brows is coming out, right? You can reduce it to 2. Okay, so this is before and this is after. Before and after for now. So if you want to add other things, makeup, eyeliner, you want to add foundation, you want it to be matte. Matte means you don't want it to be glowy. Matte will make it to be dry, like there's nothing like bronze on it. Now look at it before, but I don't want to use matte, so I'm going to move the matte. So these are features. You want the lip to be glossy, and you're going to add bright glossy. You change it to bright glossy so you see the way it is, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, since we are okay with the way it is, I will then go ahead to apply. Okay, click down here and apply. Mind you, please, I always say let this line, this blue mark, this blue icon here be on. Okay, so I'm going to apply that. I'll go to skin next. Now, because this is a dark skinned person, you want her to still remain dark, obviously, because when you start doing your contouring makes the face a little bit lighter, and when you add smooth to it, smooth makes it lighter. Let me show you what smooth does. Now, if you see how smooth works, face is brighter now. Look at before, after. So we always need to smoothen the face. So I'll first of all go to tan. Tan is you making a face darker. It's you use tan when you're working on a dark skinned person. Okay, so tan makes it darker. This is tan 1. So this is what we have before and after. So tan, I click on tan 1. Okay, this is before, this is after. So you can see the way it darkens the face, before and after. Okay, now let me add smooth 3. Let's say add smooth 3 will be like, please take note, if you are working with yours, your preference is different from my preference. I may like my own to be very, very smooth, you may not like to be very, very smooth, so you work with what you like. Okay, if you feel like the smooth 3 is not smooth enough for you, can take it to 5 or take it to 2. Sometimes I take it to 2 if I don't want it to be too smooth. Okay, we're going to use 3 for this class. Okay, are you seeing it? 3. Now I'll go to the next thing, glow. Glow also helps to reduce the brightness of a makeover, or sorry, an edit. Okay, so if the face is actually very light, when you click on glow, it will become a little bit dark, because glow is like you adding bronzer. So glow will darken some parts, but also that the part that it intends to highlight to be bright. Okay, now let me show you without glow. This is glow. Now let me show you without glow. Okay, let me show you without glow. This is without glow, and this is with glow. Without glow and with glow. You see the way it is. So this is the glow. So I love using glow, especially when I'm working on a dark skin person. Okay, so I majorly use these 3: tan, smooth, and glow on a dark skin person. I don't use all this for me. I feel like it's unnecessary on wrinkle. That's for someone that is old. If you want to remove wrinkle, it removes wrinkle from the person's face and all the stuff. I don't use all these wrinkles on it. This the wrinkles, you can just increase it to, let's say 3. Let's say 3. It looks like network. Please do not disturb me. I don't have time. Okay, and this is 3. So I'm not going to use any of them. Let me go back to 1. I'm not using it, so I'm just going to remove it. So no need for it. This is what we have. Apply. For apply, now let's see what we've done so far, before and after. So you see the way it is, right? Before and after. Now the next thing we are going to work on now is, if it's a full picture and I want to work on the body of the person, I'm going to scroll down. Now let's check features. Features is like, if the person has dimple, you want to enhance the dimple, you can just click on dimple, and please, network, don't stress me, and add your dimple. Let me click with dimple 5. Let's see. So you see it has added dimple to the makeover, right? So see, before and after, before and after, before and after. Now if you also want for this to also be effective, please click on this sign. If you want to add things to it. I don't want lash. I'm going to remove the lash. You want to add dimple, click on this is cubic jaw. So these are different features that you can add to your look. If you want it to have thick brows, click on thick brows, and the brows becomes thick. Okay, I don't know when it is disturbing me, so I can increase to 5. So you see how thick the brow is, right? It's before and after. So I'm not using any of this. It's kind of looking nice, but I don't want it. So I'm just going to just take it to 3. I think I worked on brows during the makeup section, so I'm not going to do that. I like the way it is, so let me leave that too. If you want to add dimple, like give her artificial dimple, you just can click on that. Let me move this. Now this is what we have as dimple. Okay, so it's looking nice. I don't know, maybe I'll just leave it. All right, let's apply. All right, you can change the hair, you can add smile to her face. You want her to be smiling. Yes, it can make her smile. So when those moves that doesn't normally smile, you don't have to worry, because obviously voila, your client is already smiling. Okay, so if you want to add wide smile, it will add it for you. Now let's see. You see the way it, and the way it happens is that it makes it look so natural. You won't even believe that it's not the person. You want her to be offset. Let's click on offset and see. Network. See the way it is. So the app usually does everything for you, but let's go to original because I don't want to add other things to it. Let me just click on apply. Now if the person is a guy, you can add beards, okay, but if you're working on a girl, so no need for that. But if it's a guy, you can add other features like adding beards to the person, and it looks so natural. Let me check this. I almost zoomed my other phone thinking I'm zooming this, so you see it will make it look so natural, but we're not using any of that, so cancel. Now let's go to the body. If you're working on a person, maybe it's a full video, a full picture, and you want to give her a nice shape, now you can click on reshape here, this one here, and then you zoom the part you want to add shape to and carefully take it out. Please do not extend. Okay, this is the normal picture. Extend from here because it will push the background. Do you get it? Will push the background too. So let me go back. If you want to widen anything, zoom it out first and carefully move it so that it does not affect the background. Okay, so you're moving the picture gradually so it doesn't affect the background, because when it affects the background, it will be very obvious that yes, this picture was worked on, or the hips or the belly was taken in or something like that. This is not a full picture. I would have shown you how to shape in the waist. All right, I can still go ahead to add on this part of the hips. Let's check how this one will be like. Okay, now see the way it is, right? And the background was not affected. It's still looking normal. Now let me click on apply. Okay, this is before, this is after. All right, now next thing we're going to go with is our adjustment. For adjustment, most if it's too bright for you, you can just reduce the brightness or increase the brightness, so it depends on you. Okay, this is the normal 0, then you increase or reduce or increase, but I'm going to reduce it a little bit. Let's say 15. Okay, see the way it is 15. This is before and after. So if it's not very much like that, but I'm going to like use it to that part. Then go to sharpen. Sharpen actually makes the picture to look more real. Okay, and it gives those normal, the way skin looks like when you have pores on your skin. Sharpen will add those pores. Let me zoom this out so you see it very well. Look at what sharpen does. So sharpen, this is sharpen. So this is what sharpen does. Makes it more clearer. But you're not going to take it to this 100. You're going to bring it down to any texture that you're okay with. Okay. This is before and after. Sharpen makes it a little bit clearer. So that's what we're going to work on. So let's say 30. Please take note. The way you sharpen it when it's a far picture, something like this one is actually a far picture. It's not a portrait. You know, when you are doing portrait is actually going to be something around 15 to 20 at most. But please be checking. Okay, the one is far, it can be like from, let's say, from 25 to 30, depending on how you want it. Okay, let me do that 26. I'm okay with that. All right, this is what we have for now so far. Now you can go to your temperature. I'll take it down a little bit, let's say to 10, and I'll increase my tints to 10. It varies. Okay, like I always tell you, check the way you want it. So I say 10 is okay for me. All right, so I'll click on apply. Now so far what we have is this. This before, this after. Can you see different before and after? Okay, next thing you work on is, if you want to crop, you can crop it, the background. So you can add different background to your pictures. Okay, let's see if loading will not give us problem. So it can actually help you to remove the background and add background. So you can see where it is. So you can add different background to your pictures. So as you can see, it will help you cut out the pictures and add a very lovely background. If you're adding background, please take note, this is usually here. Reduce it to back to the way it was original, so it does not affect the quality of your picture that you've edited. So let's add this background. Let's go with this background. All right, let's apply. If you notice that, you notice that the cutout is not very neat, like the cutout they made for you is not neat, you can click on this icon here. Then you can go to erase. This erase. Let me zoom this in. You can see my background was showing. Go to erase and erase the background carefully so it doesn't show. Okay, so it doesn't show. Carefully erase it. You can zoom in as much as you want, just so you can get detail erase. Okay, you see the way I'm zooming in. To get, if you want to erase it now, you can easily erase it. And let me bring it back down. So you can zoom it as much as you want. Then this kind of part, now that you notice that it was the part cleaned, you can go back to paint and paint your plots back or your share back. If you are doing, you can click on apply and you have your work here. You need to apply that. Let me just crop out this excess that came out and I'll apply. This is what we have now on this particular app. Okay, from here I'll transfer this picture to my iPhone and continue editing using Facetune. Okay, Facetune 2. So this is what we have from this part. If you don't want to use background, you can still go ahead to blur your background. You can click on blur, standard blur, see the way it is, right? To blur your background. If you don't want to, the same thing happens to your background. If you don't want, if it's blurring is covering your picture, click here, work on it, and you continue. But let me cancel. I'm not using blur because I've already done my background, so I'm going to do it like this. Click over here for save, and then it will save. It's really saved on your phone. Let's go to the other app. Alright guys, let's continue. I'm going to click on this app now, and this is what we have. So the app does not have any indicator, so I'm going to be using this my stuff here to show you guys how or where I'm working or where I'm touching. Okay, now this is our picture that we edited using our other phone, so I will later show you the before and after of the very first one. And this is the app. It has so many features, so many things for you to play with. But let's just be going over it gradually. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to leave AI selfie. I'm leaving all this one. You're going to work on those parts. Let's go to retouch first. For retouch, you have hue. For hue means, let's say I have an injury or a spot that I want to work. You can just use your hand to go over hue, and as you can see, it will heal it. So that's what hue does. Any parts of the body that you want to work over, and just hue will move it for you. So that's for hue. You can whiten your teeth, but she's not really smiling, so I'm not going to show you guys that. So if you just click on whiten, click on the part of the face that you want to whiten. Let's say this hand now, I want to whiten it. You can click on it and it will work on it. Okay, sorry, I went to see this whiten. Sorry, you can whiten it, increase the brightness. This is white. You see the way it is. All right, now go to smooth. We have smooth, we have smoother. Let me go back to this. I don't want to use anything whiten, so all right, let's go to smooth. We have smooth and smoother. Smooth actually smoothing. Smooth as from what the word indicates. Smoother makes it to be very, very much. So this is smooth. I'm trying to smoothen this part of the face here. This is smooth before and after. So you can see this is before, this is after. Then let me use smoother. This is smoother. This is before, this is after. So you can see the difference. smoother smoothing is very well. So most times I use smoother, sometimes I use smooth, okay, depending on what you want. Okay, for now I'm going to use smooth because it's not actually, skin is not actually very bad for you to use smoother. It's only when anything is bad you can work with smoother. So I'm using smooth on it, just smoothing this part of the face, down this part of the face, this part of the face, and this part, then a little bit of this dark part of the face. Okay, now I'm just going to use my smooth on those parts of the face, a little please, not too much. So this is what we have before and after. As you can see, it's not very much. Okay, so these are the parts that we're smoothing. Let me just show you so you can see. So these are the parts that we worked on. All right, so I'm going to click on OK and continue. Now if you want to sharpen it means you want the face to be very, very sharp. Okay, so you can touch any part of the face you want to sharpen. Let's say this part. Now I work on this part. So you see the part I'm working on. All right, I can work on this part of the eyes. This is the part. So you can, if every part sharpen has is sharpen, it has, let me come down here, look at this part. Sharpen has the sharpen, it has is delete, is erase. So every feature details, if you click on details and work on any details now, it has is sharp details and it has is erase. So erase is when you are done, you can erase it if you made a mistake. So go to sharpen and sharpen the eyes if you want, but not always though. But let me just sharpen the eyes. Then if you feel like it's too sharp, you can regulate. Okay, you can regulate the stuff using regulator. So take it down to 15. Okay, then go to glow. Okay, I use glow most times. Go to glow, zoom out, you glow the cheek region here. Let me just do the glow here. Okay, please, when you're working on anything, please dab, don't just, you dab, you don't smoothing like this. Okay, and this is the way glow is. Look at what I worked on. As you can see, this is what I worked on. Okay, I will just come here to the nose, click on this part, the nose here. Where is glow? Okay, so you can see here. I'll come here, work on this part here. Okay, now I'm going to go down and tap this part too, this part you can see. So you just work on this part of the face. Okay, so this is what we have. If you have, most times you can work on this other part, like this part of the face. Let me go to glow again, just glow a little bit of it. So this is where I used it. Okay, so let me use my erase. Please, very important, before you click on this icon save, tap on your delete, on your erase of every icon you use. Tap on your erase to be sure that there's no mistake as well, because sometimes you have mistakenly go and touch somewhere around here. See this part now, so you need to know where the mistake is so that you know if you're going to erase it out first before you go over. So I'm going to erase this mistake I made here. Okay, erase the mistake and continue. I'll tap on the forehead as well around here, just a little, and this is what I have. Okay, so for you to see this stuff, you tap on your erase will show you your mistake. Okay, so this is what I have right now for glow, so you see before and after. Okay, now let's go to the other part of the app. I'm going to leave all this one. I'm not using all these apps, but you can check it. Okay, there are so many features that you can work with, but I'm not using any of those. So I'll click on save. All right, let's go down to, you can reshape, but we've done that in the previous app. Adding shape to, let's see, I want to increase this. You see, so if you want to shaping it, you can do that, the body, but we'll cancel it. All right, now go to paint. Okay, I'm going to use paint. I'm going to work on the skin first. This is skin. We have skin, we have tone, we have paint, we have classic, glitter, and so on. Okay, now let's use skin first. Working on the skin, I'm going to brighten the skin a little bit, so I can just click on this icon here, this one here, and then tap on this part of the body, so you can see it, right? So I'm just tapping on it. Tap. on it, and this is the before, this is the after. Just brightening the dark part a little. Okay, so any part of the body that you notice that is too dark, especially the knuckles, you can just tap on your knuckles, tap on your knuckles if you want to brighten it, so that it won't be looking so bad. Okay, this is the before and this is the after. So if you want, you tap on all those parts of your body that you notice that is too dark on your knuckles, so it will brighten it a little bit. Okay, all right, that's it for that. Let's focus on the face now. For the face, let's start with eyeshadow. We're working on glitter, right? Because it's glitter. We use shimmer pigment. Sorry. So the only way we can get something that is related to shimmer is using glitter. Okay, so I'm going to use glitter. Look for a color that is closest to the color of your pigment. So for now, let's just scroll around and look for bronze. You cannot find the color of your choice. You can click on this icon up here. That icon, click on it and look for a color that is related to bronze. Okay, so you play around with your colors to get, if you get it, you go back here and press this thing to take it out. But if you can't get it, you can use your picker. So picker means, this is picker here, this icon down here, this is picker. You're going to the place exactly you want that color. You want to get that color, go there. It's like this bronze. I want to get this bronze color now. I've gone there to pick it, right? Then you can go to click on your glitter here, click on your glitter, and then use that color now on those parts of the face. So I picked the color that I wanted. The color is like gold. I don't know, it came out looking like gold. I can actually come here, picker, and pick the color here and go to my glitter and then use that color on my glitter. Okay, so you see it has darkened it somehow. So see the way it is now, before and after. So you see the way it is from afar. You can go ahead to do the same thing at the other side if you want. So I'm just going to add glitter to this part just to brighten it up though. So you see the way it is, right? So it just added more beauty to the work. Now we're going to go to bronze. Sorry, to do our bronzer, you add in any shade. I'm still going to use picker. I'll just come here, use my picker to pick this color. I kind of like it. Then go to paint, and then just use my hand on this part, see the before. Okay, so come here to use your hand to tap around here. Let me don't go and make a mistake. Sorry, let me go back by one. Just tap around here, so it will add a bit of a whitening look to it. This is before and after. So just tap a little around those parts of the face. Let me come back. So you see the way it is before and after, right? Before and after. So you can work on all these parts. It depends. You can leave it the way it was before, safe. So if you want it to be serious, you can work on. If you don't want it, you can't. You leave it like that. So this is the way it is before and after. So all this is if you want it to be very, very serious, going through the extra stress. Now let's work on the brows. I'm going to use picker as well. I'm going to use picker to pick any of this. Maybe I'll pick from here, this dark shade here. Put my hand there. Picker will put my hand there. Picker will pick it out for me. Let me use picker. Sorry, picker. Pick it here. Then go to paint, and paint. That color will come out, and I'll use that color to paint around the brows. Okay, just carefully. You can zoom in as much as you want to get detailing. Okay, now this is before, this is after. Okay, if you want it to be dark, you can still regulate. I told you before, you can always regulate your brows. So just add some on the other side too, and that is it. Let me just reduce it a little bit. So okay, this is okay for me. Yeah, so I will just save first. Okay, I'll save. Another thing you should know is, as you work on one part of the face, please, let's say I work on these brows now. Talking on these brows, I will save it first, then go back again to paint to continue other part of the face. Because most times when you work on this part, you mistake on another part, you have to clean the one you've done before, depending. Okay, so once you work on this part, save, go back again to paint, continue. Now for the eyes, it's actually very sharp. I would have loved to work on my eyeliner, but it's sharp. Now for example, your eyeliner is not very sharp, like this your wing line here is not sharp. You can go to paint. Yes, go to black, use cooling, then use your black on it. So you see what I'm doing right now, right? You use your black to even create it. Now if you notice that the thing is now too big, you can see the way it is before, it's now too big, right? You scroll into zoom in, go to erase. Now erase. Now clean carefully clean the edge and clean the edge. Okay, so I'm going to carefully clean the edge, and from the up I'll clean the edge. Okay, just to sharpen it a little bit. Okay, all right, that's what I'm working on right now. So this is what we had, this is before and this is after. So you see the way it is, right? So it's actually sharp, and if you feel like it's too sharp, you can always regulate, okay, to get the way you want. So this is actually the basic things you need to know about your editing. You don't really have to worry so much. Then you can add your blush to it if you want. We have so many blush. These are the first thing you see when you click on paint. Paint gives you so many blush, so you can click on anyone. Let's say this orange here. I'll just tap on the cheek region if you want. You can add purple, any shade of your choice. Let's add purple. Okay, let's say purple for this side. Just tap, please. I'm tapping around this region. Tap on your cheek. This is before and this is after. Okay, so it just gives more effects. Okay, tap on your cheek, and this is what we have before and after. So if you notice different after, now I'm seeing mistake that I made here. See before and after. So I'm going to go to erase and erase it, so it's no longer there. So this is what we are having so far, and it's giving me that beautiful detail that I want, like a beautiful makeup that editing look. Okay, so I just go over here and reduce the blush a little, blend it a little around here, blend it a little, and I'm okay with what I have. So these are, you can play with your pictures. Okay, there are so many things you can play with. Liner is the same thing, you work on your eyeliner, but I'm not working on any of this stuff here because it's already looking so dark, so no need to add to it. Okay, if I want to add colors, I told you before, if you want to add colors on your, actually let's say for example I want to add this color. Now I'm going to just go over there, and this is eyeliner. You notice what I made before. This stuff is on eyeliner. This is on eyeliner and not on paint, so it is giving me a line kind of this what color is it, design, I'll call it a bit effect. So I'm going to clean it out and go to paint. Paint now will give me paint effect. Okay, so I look like normal eyeshadow that you blend, not line. Okay, let me clean the paint first. Now I can just go down here and use paint to darken this part of the eyes a little bit, because that's the color we used while doing the makeup, this dark red. Okay, I'll come here too and add to it. All right, so I normally dab. Okay, I normally dab around, so Pika, leave me alone. I'm on paint. Okay, so this is the way what we have. I can actually reduce to, and this is what we have, guys. So let's click on okay. So this is what we have. This is what we have before we came in and after. So you can see the thing actually gradually changing. Most times just before is okay. You want to be so extra, you can add after using your face app. So you can use just your Facetune to work. You can use just your face app to work. You can use both apps to work. Okay, this is before. This is just what we got from the face app that we used, and this is what we have from the Facetune that we use. So all these are just effects and filters that we are going to work on. So they have so many things. You can add you can change your wardrobe with it. Where's my clothes? Okay, you can add clothes to it for AI to work. Okay, you can see what it does, right? It just change the clothes before and after. But I'm not using any of all this. I'm going to cancel that. So I think I'm okay with the way it is, and I'm going to save it now. So I'll just go ahead to click on save. So all this, you can check other features. Okay, you can blur your background, the same thing the other app does, but we've done it in the other app, so no need for this. I'm just go ahead to click on your save, and it's saved. Now let's go see the way it is before and after. Just spot the difference. This is the before we edited the pictures, and this is after I edited the picture. This is like the two app together. Then this is before anything has been done. Now this is, let me show you the before. This is the first app work, this is the second app work. Okay, so just imagine this is the first app, so you can actually use just the first app and get a very nice picture. And if you want to do add more detail or more, make it to be extra, you can use the other app and get something like this. Okay, so this is what we have for our photo editing.